G'day, welcome back to the Opal Mills channel. Today I'll be attacking this Andamooka matrix rock. It's a large piece. I'll just zoom in from it, in my hand. It's quite huge, very thick. So we're going to be slicing it up. And this is a piece that came off the corner here. Chipped off. It's already cut just to see what it was going to be like. I've still got to tidy the back up a little bit just to make it presentable. But that's still yet to be treated, and it's already got a beautiful bright green flash. Really doesn't get much brighter than that. It really can't. I mean, the brighter the light, the brighter the flash with these things, but with this kind, some opal, doesn't matter how much light you shine on it, it'll just the light will drown out the colour, but this one, the brighter the light, the more intense that colour just appears. Closer even hold it. Pixels can't even handle it in the camera. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be getting a few more pieces that size out of this piece. There's potential both sides. Around this side it's not wall-to-wall colour. Well, it is wall-to-wall colour. You can't see it on all angles. This is quite purpley in here. There's a bit of a reflection there you can see across. So it's got to be faced the right way. There was the purple up in here, blue. So that's a nice face way that way to start slicing them faced, because as soon as I turn it, you lose that face. Or I can attack it from the top. Now this green, it does go in, it comes all the way along back to here. So I'm hoping it ducks in and down, because there is this here. So I'm hoping that green goes under this and keeps coming out through here, just under there somewhere. There's hints of it. That might be the possibility. Another nice little spot I found was under here. I'm keen to see what this little window does. It has some quite nice darker colours coming out of it, and it's not going to come out. It's getting a bit of a goldie, but I did think I saw a little bit of red in there. Not too sure. We'll have to investigate that. So that looks like it runs across there a bit too. So I'm not sure on that, whether it's just there and then straight down there, because there'll be little globules inside here, clear patches. I've got to avoid some of this webbing. Sort of, I'm not even sure how to describe what that other material is, hence the matrix term, a mix of two rocks. Anytime you have two rocks that are conjoined, like formed together, that would be classed as a matrix. So that's why boulder opal is a matrix, because you got the ironstone and the opal in one rock. The host rock is the boulder ironstone, and opal's the opal, boulder opal. And this is a matrix opal of kind of a sandstone that got soaked in opal. Probably dissolved part of the silica that was in the sandstone as the dissolved silica came in, which is what bonded and glued and just solidified it as one big clump, rather than the granulated, which I'll show in another video. Might even slice one of those up, maybe even during this one, just to pull it out as an example and for myself to see what it cuts like. So I'm loving these bars that go through there, and I'm really hoping, really hoping this is going to produce something fantastic with some hidden surprises inside. So the first slice I want to take, I think I've decided, is I've got that face there to cut that way. So I'll probably zoom out a bit for now. So I've got that face to cut down through there. If it keeps facing that way as I go in, it may change, who knows. And I'm thinking about when I cook it, where the colour's going to face best. It's either cook it now and see which way it faces, then cut it, then cook it, but that's a long process. I'm going to try and avoid by just using a bit of common sense and look through my eye goggles as well. I've got some magnifying glasses, so I see this way better than what you're seeing even when I zoom in. So yeah, another slice I wanted to take, since that's going to go that way, is one off this way though, just to see what happens there, because I think it dives straight in. If I take a slice just next to it, it'll either keep going that way, in which I'll see, or it'll go down, in which I can then maybe face it, which will be the side there event in the end. We'll see what happens. So that'll be probably my first cut. Investigate this rock a bit, and I'll go over to the saw, spark her up, and we'll see what happens, eh? Okay, over at the saw here, I've marked out my first cut. Bit of a rough mark out. It's the outside of the 2 lines there. Cutting up that way first. It'll have to be cut through one way, rolled over, and then try and keep it straight while I cut the other. So around that way, I think, to start with. And it's be very interesting to see how this turns out. Such a large piece. I hope I don't break a blade. I'll have to start again. You won't see that. Here goes.
Slowly, just let the blade eat away at it. It's not a score blade. And you can hear if the motor labours at all, whether you're pushing too hard and fast or not. I hope you can hear me. Regardless of my marks. This will be the hard part. Sorry if the camera gets wet. Like that. Blade can guide itself through off the top track. I'm just going to gently slice it through. They haven't quite met. But with a little, oh, there we go. And there we have it. Look at that down there. Oops, there we are. Look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. I had no idea that was going to be in there. This is the slice for the piece. I was trying to see where that goes. And obviously it comes in here. It's nice, clean. Oh, look at that flash. Script writing or something. Where'd you go? Come back here, baby. Whoa. Directional, but beautiful. And where's that other one gone? There. Right next to each other. Oh, come on. Where's a good angle? Anyway, I'm playing around here. What a magnificent first slice. I'm very, very happy with that. There's a bit of the white stuff in there, but I think once treated, oops, off screen, I don't care. Now look at this side as well. Just keeps going straight through. This is the nicer stuff in here without all the stuff in it, which would be nice to have a nice clean section running through there. Where's our bar? That was our bar we came through. So wow, she comes out the other side there thick. Bar's almost as wide as my little finger there. There's the flash. Wow, that's gorgeous. So I might even get some that I can roll over the top like that first one I showed. And that second bar is just, oh, gorgeous. I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna pause for a minute and figure out my next cut after this. So you were the first to see this. Well, I was. You'll be the second because of the time delay between me loading this. I promise I won't show anyone. Sorry, except my son, who is gonna edit this for us. Other than that, you'll be the third persons. So in the third person, there you go. Okay, so what I've decided is I like that pattern. I like it on here too. So I'm kind of take a matching slice across here. And while it's still sitting that way, and it's still straight up and down, I can get a nice even cut all the way through. So that's what I've decided on. So that's what I'll do, and I'll just pause it, get back to you once I've sliced it, just to save on some time for you. Okay, so I've sliced a couple of slices through. The main two would be these ones. This one was like that. I decided to take the two apart, which I'll have to do for this one as well anyway, for the matching. Got some really great colour through there. Just to zoom in a bit. Have that dried out a bit. Just give them some water. Really thirsty. So yeah, great colour in them. This one to light up. Shouldn't be that hard. There we go. On that side. So I think that's the side that I cut away from there. That'll give us the two matching patterns. That one there. And where'd you go? Yeah, that one there. So I'll get a nice, beautiful matching pair out of those two. Then as I move down the stone, depending if I leave it all as one, I'll just take another square cuts, matching pair, and again at the tips. So either 3 stones, 2 stones, and there's a bit of colour down here, so they make stones, but yeah, there's a bit there, it's a nice flash. Might be nicer on that side for this one. Again, I'll be able to have the double-sided. These are quite thick pieces. I like to keep it thick for the amount you may need to lose. I did another slice as well. Oh, this is the top of that last piece, sorry. Just quick show you. It's a bit messed up in there. But this is quite well sealed in. It's not, there's no way you can, it's not going to break up because of that. That's really well set, like resin set. Opal resin. Yeah, there was such a thing. So yeah, some other slices I got out, and I sliced up already, into sections, mainly because some of them had a patch on them, like this one, where I can get it to show up. Which side is it? Yeah, the whole patch is on there. That piece. That was down the other end of the stone. There's the bright flash. There we go. And there's that piece off the end. Oh,
this end. So there'll be a nice stain in there. Don't know if we'll cut that down to that or whether I'll leave to be played around with. There is colour up here. Just not, yeah, I might trim it down. That'll be a beautiful little stain. Double-sided again. This one's a little bit thinner, a bit of an angle on that one. Got a little bit wonky after a bit. Some more of the off-cut bits that I'll get little stains out of. This one has a patch on it. Where are you? I think it's this one. Nope, doesn't want to show me. It might be an off-cutty bit. Here we go. So I'm show the flash right across it. Make a lar of me. There we go. So there we go. Beautiful flash. And again there. So quite a few little stones to cut out of these. These will have to get trimmed down into smaller pieces, so that some of them are off the edge. Some of it actually had some fault lines through it, which is also why I cut that third piece up. It wasn't unstable, just I thought, oh well, just cut through it. That'll probably trim up the stain in there. Again, there's more flash there. Yep, we'll have to see. So these will trim up some really nice stains anyway. Figure out which way it's going to face in the light. Getting ready for the cook up Andamooka. So I'm going to sort of stop as far as slicing goes for now. I'll start doing a couple of stones, but it's getting some really interesting colour in the middle. I will start saving that for the next video. I'll do some more slicing. I haven't even touched that rock. If you've seen it in my first video I put up of my Opal collection, that's all my rough 9-minute video, and it had this rock and some others. I didn't know that orange was going to be in there. Could only see the green on the outside and the purples and blues. But that's starting to look fantastic. I have to take a slice through this way. Have a look under that way of it. But yeah, so have a look at my first video and you'll see that this is absolutely, and I don't mean to demean it, but it's nothing compared to the colour in that other one. And that will be an exciting cut for me. Hopefully you too, if you're into this. Get a bit of water, shut off a bit. So, yeah, great colour shaping up in this one. I won't end this video here. I'm just going to cut some stones, but I'll do a quick cut for the ending, just to show you them cut. Then we'll get back to slicing again. But this is the process, this is how long it takes. I am mucking around because I'm filming. I could get this done a bit more time management, I suppose, but I have other things and commitments. Trying to get as much of this done as possible for you. Hope you're enjoying it. And I might jump back on before I do when I do the cut afterwards. Love that blue. I really love that blue. Oh, this rock's turning out to be. Yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling. Thanks for your time and stick around. I'll show you the cut ones. Okay, back again. Look at this rock. It just keeps giving. So yeah, I love that orange in there. Can't wait to see where that goes. Still got the majority of the rock left. But what's come out of it so far is not too bad. Still understanding the directions, so these were just the slices. I haven't done the two yet with the nice big blocks in them, so I'm yet to do those, but just started pre-shaping up these ones, so I'll cut back in and show you where I'm at. So some quite nice bright colour on these ones. So it'll be a nice little pendant stone. Once treated, it'd be great. Some of it's not quite the best, like this piece is great colour, but only there. And it's nothing. And then there. But obviously you get flashes on different angles as soon as you turn it, but not face on. So directional. This one's not too bad. Bit of colour each side and in the middle. So as you turn it, at least get colour somewhere in it. So it'll be an interesting one. This one, might get a little dome over it. Got to watch the sand spots in it. Might sneak one over there, over the top of it. There's a nice little colour in it, especially when it's domed. And another one that'll get domed. Just got to watch this side here. Had a notch out of it, so I'll just blend it up. That's not a problem. And it does a nice roll, so I'm hoping to get that roll that goes through it to come out with the dome. But again, sand patch eating into it, so I'll have to keep it low there. Unfortunately, this one's nice. Check this out. When you get it though, wow. Amazing. That's so cool. I'm always impressed by this stuff. I'll keep it playing here. Don't mind me. So yeah, another little, I'll get a dome over it. It's got a bit of colour all through it. Bit of everything. Have to bring this side down a bit more though. Might even make it double-sided, we'll see what happens. And this piece will just stay as is roughly, because it's just got colour popping up all over the place. There was no real need to cut it down into an oval. The amount of colour and waste, so you could got on there, but then it's a directional stone just there. You could have got one there, and then yeah, but I like it the size it is, and that'll make an interesting little pendant stone for sure. Colour goes all the way through on this stuff. Wow, look at that one. So yeah, that's that. So I'll get on with doing these ones and start cutting and get back again.